From Channel 7, San Francisco, here is the Sunday Night News with Bob Dunn.
Good evening. Madame New, the Dragon Lady of South Vietnam, has arrived in San Francisco. She received the stormiest welcome yet of her U.S. tour. Due to the tremendous amount of interest expressed by the public, the bulk of our program tonight will be devoted to this exclusive sound film coverage of her arrival from San Francisco International Airport to the Sheraton Palace Hotel. The Madame's plane touched down after the flight from Los Angeles at 6:30 p.m. The Dragon Lady and her party walked down this ramp, surrounded by a top security guard of San Francisco police officers and others from the San Mateo County Sheriff's Office. Reporter Pierce Davies was at the scene and tried to get close enough to Madame New for a couple of questions.
Walk up with a mic, here. Go ahead. Roll the window down. A little more to your left, there, see? Way more yet. Get your through. Get your hand out of the way. Window down. Get your hand down.
Not allowed.
Have you enjoyed your visit so far?
Oh, personally, I'm very pleased by my visit.
Are you happy with the reception?
I'm very happy with the people I have met are all very nice with me, except, of course, the picketers, but I ignore them.
Are you looking forward to your speech tomorrow before the Commonwealth Club?
Oh, I shall see you tomorrow. Otherwise, they will not be happy because they will consider that I'm disobedient.
The crush from Madame New was almost overwhelming. There were more police here than people, and we could hardly get through it all. As you can see, she's about ready to leave for the Sheraton Palace Hotel, where Bob Dunn will talk to her.
And we tried, but we really didn't have much of a chance. That part of the story in just one moment.
One of the world's great newspapers, the New York Herald Tribune, the Tribune's business editor and author of best-selling books on handling money, Donald I. Rogers. Mr. Rogers, what's the best way to buy insurance for a car, home, or business?
Through an independent insurance agent. I could give you a dozen reasons why. He's a professional insurance man. He's a local businessman, knows local conditions. He's available day and night. But the one big reason is this. When you have a loss, he'll take care of all the details and see to it you get paid promptly and fairly.
How can you tell an independent agent?
Through the seal. Here's a letter from an independent insurance agent. This seal shows he's a member of the National Association of Insurance Agents. You can buy car, home, or business insurance with confidence from a man who shows this seal.
Madame New is now on her way from the San Francisco International Airport by motorcade, expected to arrive momentarily here at the Sheraton Palace Hotel in San Francisco. There are 5 entrances to the Sheraton Palace Hotel. Each of those is now being picketed by members of the ad hoc committee for an end of the war in Vietnam. We don't know what entrance Madame New will choose to take to enter the hotel. She's expected to arrive momentarily. These pickets have vowed that they will sit in, lie in, or do anything else necessary to block the entrances in order to express their distaste for Vietnamese policy of the government of Diem. This is San Francisco attorney Vincent Hallinan, who was among the speakers at the protest rally yesterday afternoon at Civic Center. What sort of reception, other than the picket lines that we see, might we expect when Madame New arrives?
Well, I don't really know. I know I just came down here to give these kids some moral support. I think it's a shame there aren't more of my generation down here, that we're leaving the fight for these principles up to the younger people.
What is your general reaction to the visit of Madame New to the U.S.?
Well, I think it's about the same fascination that you'd have if a poisonous snake dropped into your midst.
Do Do you feel that anything constructive could come from it?
From her visit? No, I hope that something destructive comes from it. In other words, a destruction of the American foreign policy that maintains torturers and murderers and subsidizes people like Madame New's family.
As far as you know, is this planned to be a peaceful demonstration?
I think it is. I don't think these kids have any thought except to show what their sentiments and to display to this woman what a great part of the American people really feel about her.
3 cars then drove up with sirens blaring, and the crowd was sure this was it. The Dragon Lady had arrived. And the pickets ran, jumped, and crawled to sit in front of the main entrance, and thus blocked the Madam's entrance to the hotel. A couple of police officers climbed over the top of the crowd and broke the camera and bruised the shoulder of one of the demonstrators. This proved to be a false alarm. It was only the advance guard. The main motorcade was still on its way. I'll have the story of Madame New's actual arrival at the hotel, which proved to be a first on her U.S. tour, after this message.
Flavor, rich, rewarding flavor made a Lark smoker out of this man. But it was the back of the pack that got him to try Lark in the first place. Lark is unique in cigarette filtration. Only in the Keith filter do you find 2 modern outer filters plus an inner filter of charcoal granules. Science uses charcoal granules to purify water you drink and to purify air you breathe. Lark's granules are not only activated but fortified a special way. This selective filtration smooths the taste but doesn't thin out the rich tobacco flavor. On the back of new Lark's pack, this man found good reason to try Lark. But it took rich, rewarding flavor to make a Lark smoker out of him. You too will find Lark, richly rewarding yet uncommonly smooth.
The police had 5 alternate plans to get Madame New and her party into the hotel without encountering the angry demonstrators outside. No one was informed of these plans, not even the press. The plans were elaborate, and they worked. The motorcade came down 4th Street, turned on Market, and then ducked into the Annie Street alley. It stopped there, and Madame New, in true cloak and dagger style, was whisked into the hotel through Blum's coffee shop, where a valiant cameraman tried vainly to photograph the group, traipsing through the deserted area of tables and chairs. He was able to catch up with the Dragon Lady as she went through the lobby, but was stopped cold at the elevator. Then we went to the 8th floor in the governor's suite, where Madame New and her party were securely nestled behind a well-guarded door. Many people left and entered the room, but newsmen were completely barred. Could you talk to ABC News for just a moment?
For New York?
I have told you already.
Just one question?
Tomorrow.
All right.
We're going
We took our
home
camera
now.
outside.
People who want to be at an all-night vigil can stay. We're having a rally tomorrow at 10 o'clock. We'd like to see everybody here. She's going to speak inside at 10:30. Then we'd like to see if she can get out. That's all. You can go home.
People want to stay.
She's going to. There's a correction. She's going to speak at 12 tomorrow, but the rally starts at 10. She's also going to speak Tuesday at the University of California. And there is going to be a demonstration there, and she's going to speak at 12 o'clock.
Let's have a noon meeting here tomorrow with speakers and all.
Right. You understand that we're having a new meeting tomorrow at 10 o'clock with speakers. So we'll see everybody then, except for the people who want to stay here for the vigil.
What's your assessment of tonight's demonstration?
I think it was very successful. This is the only time in the United States that she's been forced undercover by the protection of many, many police to go through an alley to get into the Sheraton Palace.
And that's the story of Madame New's arrival in San Francisco today. The demonstrations are promised to continue tomorrow when she speaks at the Commonwealth Club at the Sheraton Palace Hotel, and then on Tuesday when she speaks at the University of California in Berkeley. This was the wildest reception Madame New has received thus far in her tour of the U.S. The demonstrations are expected to continue tomorrow, and I'd like to thank KGO cameraman Ralph Mayer and Buck Joseph for their work tonight in bringing you that exclusive sound coverage of Madame New's arrival here in San Francisco. Briefly in other news, the West German town of Pinay is the scene tonight of a rescue operation to bring 3 trapped miners to the surface. Space officials say the United States will move forward with its plan to put a man on the moon, although Premier Khrushchev says the Russians are now out of the running. Customs agents moved in on the San Francisco waterfront today, confiscating $700,000 worth of opium. That's a new figure. It was first thought to be $250,000. Now they have upped it to $700,000. 19 seamen have been arrested. An estimated 16,000 persons marched in Cincinnati today in a demonstration for jobs and equal opportunity for Negroes. Sepulveda College student Robert Mann is planning rest and relaxation after returning from 21 months in Eastern German jails. The 20-year-old former Stanford student was arrested for trying to aid East German youths in escaping to West Germany. I'll be back with a weather forecast and a look at some sports results in just one moment.
So refreshing. But water can wash softness out of your skin. How marvelous that Jergens lotion has new extra softness. Makes your skin feel softer in seconds. Puts back softness water washes away as no other lotion can. Jergens, now in this chic new shape.
In seconds, your hands feel softer in seconds with Jergens lotion. Jergens, now in the chic new shape, has new extra softness that penetrates fast. When water roughens your hands, feel how Jergens softens in seconds. Puts back softness water washes away as no other lotion can.
Your hands feel softer
in seconds.
The weather forecast for the Bay region, it'll be fair through tomorrow night with little change in temperature. We invite you to stay tuned now for tonight's movie, How to Murder a Rich Uncle. And that's the news to now. Bob Dunn reporting. Our next news tomorrow morning at 7:30 when Carlton Cordell and Les Bailey bring you 90 for News. Good night.
Nightly at 11, Channel 7 brings you the latest news. See Roger Grimsby and the news tomorrow night at 7 and the news final weeknights at 11 p.m. Watch Channel 7 for all the news.